Breaking news from Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellín, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. I do these videos for visitors who want to know before they go, as well as for expats who want to see the news in English. Quick heads up, Americans in Colombia applying for a visa now need an FBI background check. Get yours in 24 to 48 hours using On Call Colombia. On Call Colombia, the information is here and in the description of all my videos. Make sure you tell them Rob sent you. I think I have 10 or 12, something like that, quick stories. Let's jump into the first one. First up, today's update is for the U.S.-Venezuela tensions. It's ramping up daily. Venezuela is warning of a false flag plot by extremists from the local right-wing opposition to plant lethal explosives at the U.S. Embassy in Caracas, amid severed diplomatic ties since 2019 when Washington rejected Maduro's re-election. Jorge Rodriguez, head of the Venezuelan-U.S. dialogue, announced reinforced security at the partially staffed embassy and alerted a European ally to notify Washington. This follows unconfirmed rumors of opposition leader Maria Corina Machado hiding there post-July 2024 disputed elections, where opposition claimed fraud in Maduro's second win, unrecognized by the U.S. Tensions spike with the U.S. deployment of 8 ships and a nuclear sub off Venezuela's coast late August for anti-GERD ops, including a Friday strike killing 4 on a narco vessel, 5th attack totaling 21 deaths. Caracas calls it a siege for regime change. From the DR, Yaura La Pica and son arrested in Dominican Republic real estate fraud. In Sosúa, Dominican Republic, Yaura La Pica and his son, Yaura La Pica Jr., were arrested alongside Charles McEwen for running a real estate fraud network, including document forgery, false documents, and fraudulent transactions. This scheme targeted local citizens and foreign investors in tourism properties, eroding international trust and economic confidence. Authorities report the crimes have surged recently, harming the nation's image as a safe investment hub. The trio faced formal charges from the public ministry and will appear in court soon, with expectations for swift justice to deter future scams. Over to Medellín. Mega operation against theft in Medellín. The Medellín Mayor's Office and National Police launched a massive anti-theft operation in Laureles Estadio en La Americas, screening over 400 people and inspecting 383 motorcycles. 2 men aged 22 and 24 were arrested at Calle 42nd and Carrera 65 for illegal firearms, with their weapon and bike confiscated. A 54-year-old woman and 47-year-old man were caught on a San Javier Central bus after a citizen's tip, recovering 4 stolen phones. Authorities seized 32 knives, immobilized 31 bikes, issued 16 coexistence code fines, 41 traffic tickets, and temporarily closed 1 venue. Protest at the Dorado Airport in Bogotá. On October 4, 2025, Migración Colombia officials from SUMICE and ANDANEMCO protest at Bogotá Dorado Airport immigration area, emptying booths and displaying banners demanding government and labor ministry fulfill commitments, like no more dehumanization for migration workers. This caused massive lines during Receso's week start, expecting 176,800 travelers. Social media showed packed crowds. At 10:40 a.m., Migración urged using biometric facial recognition and arriving 3 hours early for check-in and immigration to reduce delays. Medellín woman rescued from Dominican trafficking. On September 20, 2025, a Medellín student was rescued from a Santo Domingo trafficking ring in Hazam Estudio after her family used LibertApp for location alerts. Lured by a Colombian woman married to a Dominican with a job offer, she faced forced prostitution, document seizure, and a $3,500 debt, plus $513 initial and $150 weekly for lodging and food. Held with others, she saw violence, including a drugged victim and one shot dead. Colombia Dominican police raid freed her. She warns against quick money scams. Explosive attack on Puerto Jordan military base. On October 5, 2025, ELN's Camilo Cienfuegos unit from Domingo Lain Sáenz front bombed Puerto Jordan base, Arauca, with Tutuco homemade explosives, killing 1 soldier, injuring 7, evacuated to Arauca Hospital, and damaging roofs and windows. Recall September 2024 truck bomb killing 3, injured 27, claimed by ELN as anti-paramilitary, ending ceasefire per Petro's peace with blood, remarked amid Catatumbo, Arauca unrest. September 30th, ELN detained UNODC delegation 40 minutes into Catatumbo, released unharmed. Questions total peace policy. Mexico's President Sheinbaum names Gulf of Mexico train. On October 5, 2025, President Claudia Sheinbaum celebrated her first year with a Zócalo speech to thousands, holding a symbolic vote to name Mexico-Nuevo Laredo Rail Gulf of Mexico train, approved by acclamation. She stressed sovereignty, optimism for U.S. trade deals amid USMCA review, and tech self-reliance in electric vehicles, semiconductors, satellites, and drones. With 70% plus approval, Mexico avoided most Trump tariffs but imposed on non-allied imports like China. Plans add 3,000 kilometers of tracks. U.S. probes Quintero's hidden assets. On September 28, 2025, U.S. authorities targeted ex-Medellín mayor Daniel Quintero after his September 27th video defending Petro's revoked U.S. visa, post-New York speech urging soldier defiance, echoing Samper scandal. Quintero offered his visa too. Undersecretary Landau, Senator Moreno said, "Where's their hidden money?" Mayor Gutiérrez, after meeting Landau, pledged a September 29 letter to U.S. agencies on Quintero's alleged U.S. Panama financial schemes, possible Miami fronting laundering, risking extradition amid Aguas Vivas case and Pacto Histórico presidential run. Over to Brazil. Tainted alcohol deaths in Brazil. As of October 6, 2025, Brazil probes 200-plus methanol poisoning cases from tainted caipirinhas, vodka, whiskey, and 2 confirmed deaths. 7 suspected centered in Sao Paulo, spanning 7 states. Symptoms include blindness, organ failure, and death. Anvisa sought fomepizole antidote global, unavailable since 1999. Bahia outbreak, 35 deaths, using ethanol from 600-plus pharmacies. Minister Padilla warned against unknown clear liquors. Bar sales dropped 50%. Raid seized 100,000-plus bottles, 250 toxic Ilson de Sales arrested for faking $10,000 a month. ABCF ties to PCC distributors 2024 losses 800 billion reais. Crypto fraud bust. Panamanian Abraham Dario Delgado Rivero was arrested in Medellín under an Interpol red notice from Panama for aggravated fraud, running a fake investment firm with forged documents to steal over 50,000 bitcoins, one of Latin America's biggest crypto scams, offering no returns or refunds. A joint operation by Colombian National Police, Migración Colombia, and Interpol marked a 107th red notice arrest that year, strengthening global efforts against transnational cybercrime. Okay, guys, thanks for sticking around. This is the Expat Corner. This is where a local, an expat who lives in Medellín or somewhere else in Colombia that wants to pass on some good, valuable information. And keep in mind, if you are one of these guys, pass this information on. Again, you really can't blame people to come behind you for acting up if you don't tell them the proper way. And not even just acting up, but not knowing how to move around. You see people stumbling around and you didn't help them. So here's your opportunity to put forth some information that the guys coming behind you will have benefit of. Again, today it's Jesse. He's going to tell you how to move around the city. So let's just jump into it right quick.
These are the reasons I would rather use Didi than a taxi. When I moved to Medellín from Los Angeles, I no longer needed to own a car. The public transportation here is very good, but I use Didi to get around and sometimes take a taxi. Didi is an app-based transportation and food delivery service, similar to Uber. Didi is widely used, and after hundreds of rides, I've never had a problem. Uber is available here, but everyone I know uses Didi. The following list is based on my experiences during the last 5 years, and of course there are always exceptions. 8 reasons why I prefer taking Didi instead of taxis. Number 8. Price. Didi almost always cost a little less than a taxi, and they frequently offer discount promotions. Number 7. Cars. Most taxis are older, rickety, and barely make it up the mountains where I live. Didi cars are usually newer, cleaner, and in better mechanical condition. The Didi drivers take better care of their cars. Number 6. Conversation. Most taxi drivers like to talk a lot and will often ask personal questions. That can be uncomfortable and dangerous. Didi drivers will talk if you want, but they don't initiate the conversation. Number 5. Radio. Many taxi drivers listen to very loud and intense talk radio or news. Didi drivers usually listen to music at a pleasant volume, which is much more relaxing. Number 4. Billing. With the taxi, you never know what the final cost will be until you arrive. A Didi price is agreed on before they pick you up. You can also pay through the app by linking a bank account, but I prefer to pay cash. Number 3. Odors. Taxi drivers often wear powerful colognes and use unpleasant air fresheners. I've never been in a Didi that has smelled bad. Number 2. Safety. Taxis will sometimes take routes through side roads and high-risk areas. Didis have always stuck to the main routes, which leads me to reason number 1. Number 1. GPS. A taxi driver may not know the directions to some places, especially when going to a private residence, and with the language barrier, directions can be hard to explain. Didi uses GPS with real-time tracking. You can see the planned route on your phone app before you even get in the car. For me, this is huge. Helpful tips. When I do take a taxi, I use the Google Maps app to follow the route along the way. The driver sees that I'm paying attention, and it helps me learn my way around town. And don't slam the car doors. They hate that here. It's a negative stereotype of Americans that seems to be true. Final thought. Like anywhere else in the world, constantly be aware of your surroundings. And always remember, no dar papaya.
Okay, so there you go. Props to Jesse. Thanks for reaching out. Again, if anybody else has this information to pass on, you live there, pass on this valuable information. You don't have to come on camera. You don't even have to use your voice. I can read your story if you want to pass it on. So if you have a story that's worth telling or you deem worth telling, hit me up first via email, dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, dcbornrobgroup@gmail.com, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
Yo, it's DC Rob, giving you the lowdown from Colombia to Cuba. I got the know-how, travel tips and tricks to keep you sound. Stay safe abroad, let's break it down. DC Rob's got the info you need, from the East Coast streets to the Caribbean breeze. Travel smart, stay sharp, that's the creed. Knowledge is power, proceed and succeed. Colombia's first, Medellin's the vibe. Know the zone, stay safe, take the right strides. Cali for the salsa, carp the Hennessy. Stay alert, stay aware, move wisely and free. Jamaica, Kingston's got the reggae beat. Montego Bay for chillin', but stay on your feet. Respect the locals, know the culture's way. With DC Rob's tips, you'll be okay. DC Rob's got the info you need, from the East Coast streets to the Caribbean breeze. Travel smart, stay sharp, that's the creed. Knowledge is power, proceed and succeed. Mexico's next, Cancun's the spot. Mexico City's bustling, but know the hot spots. Pyramids and beaches, culture so rich. Stay in the loop, avoid the glitch. Dominican Republic, Punta Cana's fine. Santo Domingo's lively, but watch the line. Puerto Rico, San Juan's old charm. With DC Rob's guide, avoid the harm. Cuba's unique, Havana's old streets. Know the history where the past meets. Travel smart, stay ahead of the game. DC Rob's got your back, remember the name. DC Rob's got the info you need, from the East Coast streets to the Caribbean breeze. Travel smart, stay sharp, that's the creed. Knowledge is power, proceed and succeed. Panama, see the canal's grand sight. Casco Vigo's history, day and night. Venezuela's beautiful, but tread with care. Stay aware, stay smart, everywhere. Ecuador's wonders, Quito's high place, Galapagos Islands, nature's embrace. Guatemala's rich with history so deep. Antigua's charm in your heart you'll keep. From the East Coast to the world so wide, DC Rob's the guide, you can't be denied. Safety first, knowledge in your hand. Travel smart, understand the land. DC Rob's got the info you need. From the East Coast streets to the Caribbean breeze. Travel smart, stay sharp, that's the creed. Knowledge is power, proceed and succeed. Yo, it's DC Rob, signing off with pride. Travel the world, let safety be your guide. From Colombia to Cuba, Jamaica to the Bay. Travel smart, travel safe every single day. Remember the mantra, let's seal the fate. Travel but travel safe, don't hesitate. DC Rob's wisdom, take it to heart. Stay safe, stay smart, play your part. Yo, it's DC Rob, signing off with pride. Travel the world, let safety be your guide. From Italy to Cuba, Jamaica to the Bay. Travel smart, travel safe every single day. Remember the mantra, let's seal the fate. Travel but travel safe, don't hesitate. DC Rob's wisdom, take it to heart. Stay safe, stay smart, play your part.